Hi there guys and welcome to another Train Sim 2020 video. Today I am taking a look at the latest release on Steam. I would say DTG, but it's not actually from DTG. It's published by DTG, but it's been made by Jahan Steam, so a South African developer. Just been published through Steam. This is the, well, I'd say Worcester, but Worcester to Mossel Bay Railway Route add-on. Let's get started, and then we'll go through it. Let's try and okay. Good day, driver. Woken up this morning by the roper, in English, the caller, ready for your trip to depart from Worcester on the first leg of your trip to Carringmelk, halfway point between Worcester and Voorby. I'm going to pronounce this completely wrong. I do apologise already for my ignorance. Today's trip will take you as far as Robertson. Make sure all junctions are set correctly for the tip. Now, I just did a little bit of this on stream. It didn't seem like I needed to set any junctions, but I'm not quite sure in a career scenario you should be setting your own junctions. Let's be honest. Start as we mean to go on. Hey? Are we ready? I will turn the sound down. You can probably actually still hear me all right. It was very loud on stream. So I'm going to cut the sound down a bit, because it's very loud. So this is a Class 37. This is a South African Class 37. South African Railways Class 37. I don't know if it's South African Railways Class 37, but it's a 37. I'm not sure what's happened with this. I like the model. The model looks all right. It's the texturing that is a real letdown on it. Somebody's just block filled it. There isn't much to it. The wagons are slightly better. Seems like they've gone for some weathering and stuff on them, but I just don't get why it wasn't done on the train. It's a bit odd. As you can already tell with my way of talking about this route, I am not particularly massively impressed. But we'll go through bits and I'll explain why I am sort of not. Weird floating buffers. They were even in the screenshot that DTG put up. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Right. Positives of this. I quite like the cab of this. Do you know what I mean? It's not the worst thing in the world. There are definitely worse things out there. By far, there are worse things out there. I will turn the cab light on for you, which does work. Even though it emits from the ceiling there when the lights are here. There's no instrument lights. We'll take our brake off there and then we'll get moving. I'm going to put the sound back up for you guys while we just pull away and probably leave it on for a couple of minutes just for you to sort of listen to it. You can actually hear some traction motor sounds under there. So the sounds aren't brilliant. The horn I quite like. So gauges wise, we get ammeter works, brake gauges seem to work, speedo seems to work. Not sure what this gauge is down here. If any of you know what that is, I'd be interested to know. It doesn't seem to do anything yet. Haven't found a way of making it work. So you can see how it's just a bit odd. This was an interesting wagon. I'm gonna have to go back and look up what these are. I'm guessing it's some sort of like a fuel bowser for like length of route or something. I don't know. Pretty cool looking little thing though, isn't it? That I'd quite like to have seen it. I have had a quick look at the passenger carriages. I've had a look at the interior. I don't recommend doing it. It's nice that they've put a interior view in, but it just isn't remotely. Yeah, bless them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this going, and I'm going to tell you what my sort of positive bits are, because we're kind of at the worst bit of this route, really, in my eyes, that I've seen so far. And that tends to be the trains. Now, there are some very strange looking assets. There's things that look quite unfinished. Not really sure what certain bits are meant to be. But some of the scenery's nice. I'm not going to lie. Some of the scenery is nice. There's some bits where you can get some really nice sort of looking shots. The way the lighting works this route's quite nice as well. I'm not going to lie about that. I quite like these sort of like freight sort of warehousey things with lines in them. They look a bit unfinished and not... Go away, sticky keys, because I've pressed shift too many times. I'm not sure they'd be really tall enough to get a train in, but... They're a nice little addition. They're a nice little addition. So I'm going to knock that desktop audio back down now. You get sort of these beigey coloured, orangey beigey coloured ones. Browny beigey. Baby poo colour. 37 and that 37. And these wagons that we've got and the coaches that you see there. Plus points of this route, again, it's 299 miles. And I want to read you the blurb that comes with it, because it might change your opinion on it slightly. Slightly. Explore the expansive Mossel Bay route, all its sights and its scents, as in scents, sniffing, in Train Simulator. Discussions for a new railway line in South Africa, blah, 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 1833, da, 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 first kilometres. That's the history of it. I'm not going to go into that. You can read that yourselves. The railway was known for many characteristics in its heyday, but none are quite as distinctive as the smell. Most railways around the world can't be defined by smell, but the Mossel Bay line was different. A mix of coal, smoke, plants local to the region gave the entire line an unmistakable aroma that stuck with workers and enthusiasts alike. I quite like the fact they've thought about that. I think that's great. How much use that is to us, I don't know, but it sets sort of the atmosphere, I think. Sets the tone a little bit, doesn't it? The next bit, it says, whilst Train Simulator doesn't support the accompanying scents, it hasn't stopped Johan Steam and Herman Kuhn from working hard to recreate the Mossel Bay line in full. Sprawling across 320 kilometres, 199 miles, of unique and varied landscapes, capturing the feel of the line in true head out of the cab style. Accompanying the Worcester Mossel Bay route, South African Class 37, as well as collection of freight and passenger rolling stock appropriate for mixed traffic haulage. So, it sort of sounds like, yes, stock wasn't their main idea, and driving fidelity and simulation wasn't their main idea. Their main idea was to create a route that was recreating the route. It wasn't really about the driving or the simulation side of things, by the sounds of it. It was more about recreating an environment simulator, an environment simulation, a simulation of an environment, is what I feel they've kind of gone for there. And that, I can kind of see. I can kind of see that. When you get out onto the plains and stuff, there's some nice, really sort of... I mean, it's South Africa. It's meant to look very sort of barren in places and stuff like that, and it does. And the single line working, you're doing a maximum of like 60 mile an hour. If you're trundling along in a big diesel that sounds like that with your head out the window, people will enjoy that. There are definitely going to be people out there that will really enjoy it. For me, it doesn't quite capture like me as a player. And it's not because I don't like foreign railways or South African railways or anything like that. Was it Zulu Natal was quite good. Quite enjoyed that. So I was quite excited about this one. I thought, actually, South African stuff, it's not a new place, but it's a place that they go every now and again, and it's quite nice. But it hasn't gripped me. It really hasn't gripped me at all. Now, if you think this will be up your street, then by all means, the $19.99 price tag is not extortionate. Could I say that this is a quality release? I don't know. My theory, and I don't know if this is true or not, this is a complete theory, and I sort of came up with this when I was streaming earlier, has this route been in development for like years? And I mean like sort of like 10 years worth of development. It's a long route. Routes take a long time to build. And maybe that's why the XS uses some Kuju assets, and maybe some of the other bits and pieces aren't up to today's standards. That's my theory. That's what I hope is the case. It's got sort of potential. Am I saying this right? I don't want to just sound all negative about it, but it's really hard to be. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe that's probably the best way to say it. Maybe it's just not for me. I think things could have been better. Even if it's not for me, things could have been better. Especially in the fact that it's gone through DTG as well. I would have hoped maybe they would have maybe given them some pointers somewhere, maybe adjusted just some basic things like the bad looping of the sounds, the not brilliant physics, the overly bright headlights. I mean, the headlights look like somebody called them Sea of Imploding Suns, I think was what they were called. Again, the horn. I like that. And do you know what else I like about it? Look at how it works. It's a fully handle one. That I like. The model just looks half finished, if I'm honest. It's like somebody's done the model but nobody's got around to texturing it yet. That's what it looks like. I mean, even some of the latches and stuff, they're decently done. It's just very blocky. And it's like they've got some way to do some texturing on the bogies and on the object deflector. But then it's like they sort of lost interest. And I suppose if they're basically wanting you to drive it like this, so I've gone up to a bit of speed on purpose because we're going to use a bit of dynamic braking. So we've got some dynamic brake sounds, but we've got no indication of what we're doing with it. It's actually quite hard to balance it. With the dynamics. It's tricky. I like the dried up riverbeds and things like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some good bits to it. Some of the scenery is really pretty. The distant stuff, I'm not expecting it to have things on it, but it looks, apart from it jumping about a bit, but that's the limitations of the game. It looks good. It looks quite nice with that sunset behind it. It feels quite South African. Well, I think we've got a decent bit straight here. I'm going to give it the beans and let you hear it at actual lightsome speed. It's unbelievably overpowered. Can you hear that real bad looping? Not that you're ever going to be driving this thing at like 100%, I don't think. Not what I've found yet, anyway. So yeah, so to sum it up, it's got the feel of a long route through some actually quite nice scenery, and it has got that. And I think if that's what they were going for, they've got that there. Is it a simulation of operating trains on a railway? Yeah, in a basic sense. Is the stock up to scratch? No. Um, would have I rather they did half this route and put a bit more time into the effort into the stock and then released an extension afterwards? Yes, without fail. I think it's all well and good having a massive route, but if you're releasing it with the stock, you need to sort of bundle it together. And if you're going to bundle it together, it needs to be all right. And it is, I suppose, it is all right. It's not brilliant, but it's not the worst out there. I do quite like some of these like vineyards and things like that, and like these little bits are quite cool. Like the bridges and stuff. There's some nice bits. I mean, the bridges aren't great quality, but they sort of fit. So yeah, it is what it is. For 99.99, do I recommend you go and buy this? If you think you like it, yes, go go go. If you think that cruising for 200 miles at 50 mile an hour is right up your street and you just enjoy plodding along, brilliant. Go and do it. If you were looking for something to sort of get your pulse racing a little bit, it ain't for you. If you were looking for something completely flawless and done to a very high spec, this isn't for you. But if you were looking for a recreation of the line from somebody's experience and things like that, I think they've done a job. They've done a decent job of what I think they wouldn't be releasing it if they hadn't have done what they wanted. I don't think so. For them, I think they've done what they want out of the game, and if that's how people play it, that's how people play it. There's different players in train sim, and we need to remember that. There's not just us that like the trains, that like the operation of the trains. There are people who are just mental signal geeks who literally just love the way signals work and complex signalled junctions and things like that. There are people that just like stations. There are people that just like the infrastructure. There are people that just like the operations. There are people that just like the rules and procedures. So, from my point of view, I probably can't see myself playing this very much at all, if at all. Do I think it's bad or a bad quality release from DTG? I don't think it meets DTG standards. I think DTG have released a lot better in the past, even through third parties. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that if you went through DTG, they sort of did a bit of Q&A testing for you and like helped you out with bits and pieces here and there. Not sure that's happened here. I don't think DTG would even... I mean, come on. DTG are decent enough with routes. So I'm going to leave this review here. I wanted to like it more than I did. It isn't all bad, but it isn't good. Hands down to the blokes for doing it. 200 miles of route is a chore for anybody. So well done to them for that. And for them making their own stock and for actually putting the effort in and doing it, well done. Yeah. All right, and guys, thank you very much for joining me. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Head over to althomsonsim.com for all your latest up-to-date train sim needs. Heading over to Twitch on a Sunday from 7 p.m. and a Wednesday from 7 p.m. for adult-themed pub-style talk about trains. So it's like being in the pub. It is an adult's place. It's not really for children at all. If you are under 18, stick to the videos. Head over to the Facebook group for some sort of chit-chat about the real world railways, and simulation, and also for any tech support and help and that sort of jazz. Once again, guys, thanks ever so much for joining me. Catch you next time.